This is the Pearson Edexcel Ial, P2, Pure Math 2, June 2022, mathematics. And we're dealing with question 2 in this one. And we're going to look at 2D trig. For 2A, they give us all of this information. So they have a triangle ABC with sides of those, and they give us some angles as well. Okay. Use the sine rule to find the value of sine x. Giving your answer, always look at the decimal places. So let's take a look at this triangle. Well, anytime you're using the sine rule, watch out for the ambiguous case. Ambiguous case means it might be one thing or another. So let's see if we're going to be working with the ambiguous case. It's actually, okay. So we have some sort of triangle ABC. Let's call this A, B, and C. Now, it might not be a 90 degrees triangle. This looks like a 90 degrees triangle, but I'm just to give an idea. So we know that BC is 13 centimeters, and we know that AB is 21, given. We know that angle BAC must be 25. Okay, so this is a set angle. This angle doesn't change. But ACB is X. So when we're looking at the sine rule, well, we have the sine rule is states that A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. In a non-90 degrees triangle where our angles are ABC and the small letters are the sides opposite each angle. So opposite A is A, opposite B is B, and opposite C is C. Okay. So that's the sine rule. And for the ambiguous case, if we look at the sine rule, well, we don't know the length of side AC. And when this happens, take a look at sine AC. Oh. Okay. So this is an unknown. I'm going to call it an unknown Y. Okay. We don't know what sine AC, we don't know the length of it. So AC, C, for example, could be here. Let's call it C dash. So the other, just as an other C. And if you look what happens to CB if we put C over there. So if we put C over there, our new CB is here. So the length is still the same, still 13. But something that's changed very much is the angle. So this X here is now an obtuse angle, whereas it was an acute angle. So this is the ambiguous case. And what this means is either we're going to get X, we're going to get our angle as equal to X, or we'll have the obtuse angle of 180 minus X. So there'll be two X's. There'll be two X's, okay, in our answer. So we know this, and the reason we know this is because it's a sine rule question, and it's an ambiguous case because this line AC over here is unknown. So that puts us in a situation where we could have either an obtuse or an acute angle. Right, let's take a look. So again, don't assume this is 90 degrees. It's just a coincidence on how I drew it. Let's look at the working. So the question asks to find sine X. So it doesn't actually want X, it just wants sine X. So, well, we know that sine, using the sine rule, sine of x is going to be, here is opposite the 21 side. The 21 side. If you come from here or if you come from here, it doesn't matter. It's opposite the side length 21. So we can say, well, 21 now, these are reversible. Okay. These, this proof is reversible. So if you want to find sine x, you want to put sine x on the top. So we put sine x on the top, sine of x, which is our angle, over 21. And then we choose another one. So what will this be equal to? Let's find another one. Well, we have the angle 25. What side is that opposite? Well, 25 is opposite the 13. Okay, it doesn't matter if the 13 was here or here. Our 25 is still opposite, still true. So we say sine of 25 by the rule of the sine rule is over 13. Okay. A little bit of cross multiplying to fix, just get this. We want sine x on its own. So we times both sides by 21 over 1. Times both sides by 21 over 1. Top times top, bottom times bottom. This side cancels out. We get sine x is equal to 21 times by sine of 25 all over 13. Put that in your calculator, and it's equal to 0.6827 to 4 decimal places. It's asked for 4 decimal places. Right, so we only asked for sine x in this first question. Question 2b. It's given that AB is the longest side of the triangle. Okay, so this, now we look at our ambiguous case, it comes into play. Find the value of x, and this one wants to 2 decimal places. So let's take a look at our triangle again. Here's our triangle. And it's given that AB is the longest side of the triangle. Well, if AB is the longest side, let's take a look over here. More colors. So if AB is the longest side, this is AB, then we can't have AC being, that pink line being so long. So what we do is, well, we know now with that information that we're working with the shorter version of AC as well. Therefore, we're going to be looking at this obtuse angle here. So we're going to be looking at the 180 minus x version of the sine. That's what that information tells us. So sine x was 0.6827. So x is going to be equal to sine to the minus 1. So on the other side, inverse of sine of 0.6827. And this comes to 43.054. And we know now that, well, we don't want, this is the acute angle. We want the obtuse one. So x is also equal to 180 minus the angle we got here, which was 43.054. Okay. And that's 136.95 is our angle of x when we take into account that AB must be the longest side. And that's number B in question 2. Good.